Hey everyone, Unique Duct Tape Boutique here with a bow pin tutorial. Supplies you'll need is a cutting mat. You can also do with just scissors, your duct tape, your X-Acto knife if you're going to use the cutting mat, a pen, just a regular pen, make sure it's not a clicking one, a pair of scissors, and a ruler. If you're not going to use the cutting mat, of course you will still need especially the scissors and the ruler. Even if you do use the cutting mat, I still use the scissors and the ruler. Alright, let's get started. What you want to do first is cut out a piece that is 6 1/4 inches long, and then another piece that is around 3 1/2 inches long. Go ahead and get all that together. Then what you're going to want to do is pick it up so adhesive side is facing forward. Here's the pattern. Adhesive side is facing forward. Then what you're going to want to do is take it and put how you fold it on top of itself. So like this. Half on this side, half on this side. So where they meet in the center. Like that. And I will show you right now. When you're done, it should look something like this. And you want to overlap it just a hair, just a teeny bit. And you can see so there is no like sticky edges on the side. The sides are rounded. And then, you try to do as perfect as possible, but sometimes it's not the easiest. So even the most professional artist, makes mistakes. Which you see this little piece of adhesive, that's what the scissors come in handy for. So you just clean it up with your scissors on each side. We'll come right back. And when I say cut off just a teeny bit, I mean just a teeny bit, just to make it where there's nothing, no adhesive like showing and hanging off. So one of these came off either side and I cut just a teeny bit more off. That's about it. Okay, there's a few ways to do the bow. Everyone does it their own way. Some people do the accordion, where you take it and you fold it about 1/4 or 1/8 of the inch up and down, back and forth. I do it a bit different, and I'll show you if I can with one hand. Let's see if I can use this. Some people do is they take it and go like, back and forth and back and forth until you get like this accordion thing, and then it kind of bounces back and forth. I'll make one really quickly so you can see what I mean. And this is what I mean. What you do is you see where you put the, where you layer it on top of each other. This is the front smooth. This is where the two tapes meet in the back. If I can angle it better. And what you do is, you want the, where it meets to be in the back. And then you fold this back. And then you go like this on top. And then you pick it up and go back again, about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. And then you do it again. And you go from top to bottom. And then you see it comes out like that. Now what you do is you just take it and pinch it in the center. And you wrap your tape around there. Like, it's just a scrap piece, so it's not going to be perfect. And just take like your centerpiece and you wrap it right around the center. Like that. You cut off the excess. And there's your bow. And then you can, like, you know, play with it and make it more bowy instead of like this, but it's cute like this too. And then you take your other piece and then you add it to your pen. But I like to do mine a little bit different, and this is the way I learned before I did this one, and I like doing this one, it's fun, but I just like the way this one turns out for me, but I would do either one. I pinch it right here's the whole piece. I take the top piece and I pinch it, just a little pinch. Then I take my thumb, this is my pointer finger and my thumb, here's the entire piece. And then I push with my thumb backwards. And then I grab again the tape and I pull from either side. And I keep doing that. I push with my thumb, this thumb right here that's pinching, push with my thumb, push back and grab again. Pull either side of the bow. And then I do it one last time to where the bow comes out more. More like this instead of like this. I don't know if you can see a difference. I'll show you. Before I do that, what I did was I just made for the body of the pen to cover the body. I took a 3.5-inch piece, and then what I did was I cut off about 1/8 of an inch, and then I cut off 1/4 of an inch, and those are what I'm going to use to wrap the bow into a bow instead of it just being like this. It'll be more like this into the bow. And then the other piece is going to wrap onto the pin. I know everybody has their own different techniques, but I find this one, for me, stabilizes it better. So I'll show you in a second. But go ahead and first you have your 6 1/4 for the bow inch piece, and then you have your 3.5-inch piece. So go ahead and get that ready if you haven't already. Now my bow looks like a bow. If you can see now the difference. They both look like a bow. They both are. But I just personally like this one on top. But honestly, I'd go either way. But this is how I make mine. So you just wrap again, just around the center with the 1/8 of an inch piece. And then you take your 1/4 inch piece and you place it in the center. One sec. You place it in the center on top of the 1/8 of an inch piece. So just like this. Just make sure it's all centered so it's not kind of lopsided or off. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Okay. Make sure you have those wings sticking out. And you cut that. Go ahead and cut it to where it's maybe about almost 1/2 of an inch long on each side. Like this. Don't have to be exactly perfect, but just try your best. You just place it right on top, and you see you have that center opening. Take your pen. Of course, use your 2 hands. Make you see with this. See, here's your bow. You have those 2 pieces opening. This is the bottom. This is the top. This is the bottom of your bow, if you can see. And then what you do, just place it like this. Place your pen right in that center, and then you push the little wings, I want to call them that, on top, like so. Now you have this. Now take your 3.5 inch piece, and you can wrap it around your pen. Before I wrap mine, I like to just, here's the piece, like I use this little scrap for example. Pretend this is the piece, this piece. I take it and then I just go like this and like this, one on each side. It's kind of like a little triangle that I remove. And by doing that, what it does, it kind of evens it out in the back I just like the way it looks too. And with this, you take your piece of tape and you start right where the pin meets. So you see my pin is black and white that I'm using. That little black spot up there, you start where the white is. And you just start wrapping it around. And I like to start in the back, and as I go, I just smooth as I go. And there it is. I know I leave a good inch or almost inch, a little over an inch sometimes on the bottom, because I don't like when my pins get, when you put the cap on, they are so close that it kind of pinches it. And when you give the little leeway, that little opening, it makes it a little bit more comfortable for when you write. Just my observation. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Sorry it's not the best quality. I plan on getting a tripod soon. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you make one, please tag me at on Instagram. I add hashtag ducktapeboutique123, just all together. And hope you enjoy. Have a blessed day and have fun making the bow pin. God bless.